What do you do after you end your live stream? What do you do, right? So this is super, super important to be able to know what it is that you need to do. And this is something that a lot of people don't really talk about. So today I'm going to share with you 9 to 10 tips on what you should do after every stream. And I mean every single stream. This is all about being consistent on this journey so you can be able to see the success that you want along this path. So the very first tip that I have to give you is to go ahead and thank your community for coming by. I think this is so important. You want to thank your community for tuning in and supporting you along your streaming journey. So you want to go ahead and reach out to them in your Discord community, in your social media. If you don't have a community yet, just post where you can to be able to thank people for tuning in and spending time with you during your live stream. Tip number 2, you want to make sure you take note of how you feel. Are you happy? Are you tired? Are you disappointed? And you also want to know why, right? It's so important that once you finish streaming, that you take a look at and say, I was happy, or I was sad, or I was disappointed. All right, why was I disappointed? Why was I happy? And the reason why you do this is because there's going to be times in your streaming journey where you're not going to feel motivated to be able to stream, motivated to be able to create content. And what you're doing is that you're going to make a log of all the times that you're happy, even though you're going to write down the days that you're upset or disappointed because of your performance or whatever may have happened. Maybe tech crashed on you, whatever the case may be. Those days that you feel down and unmotivated, you're able to come back and look at the days that you were happy and see the reason why you were happy, because you want to remember why you started this journey in the first place. So you want to make sure that you keep track of that. Number 3 is that you want to go ahead and check your stream stats, right? You want to make sure, because if you don't measure what it is that you're doing, it's going to be very hard for you to be able to track and be able to grow and adjust to be able to improve, right? So you want to take a look at how many views you had. Even though it's not really important, it's still a good figure to understand and know to see if your social media efforts or the things that you're doing is bringing more people to your live stream, right? You want to take a look at how many congruent viewers you had. And this is to determine how many people did you sustain during a long period of time, right? Was it 10? Was it 15? Was it 20? For how long did you have that many people watching your stream? Then you want to take a look at how many were actually chatting, right? This is important because this is engagement, right? Was I entertaining enough? Was the content I was putting out, was the topics I was talking about, creating enough engagement within my content to create some chatter? So you want to take a look at that. And then, of course, take a look and see if any revenue was generated and where did that revenue come from, right? Was it donations? Was it membership? Was it subscriptions? If you don't have access to memberships at this current moment, right, but just keep note of that, right? Did somebody take a look at my affiliate? And just, there's so many opportunities there, but you have to look at your stats. So number 4 is you want to look at your peak moments, right? These are going to be moments in your stream. You want to take a look at what point did I have the highest viewership? At what point did I have the most engagement? So that way you can take a look at and see what was I doing during that moment? What was I talking about? And that way you take note of that. So that way on your next stream, you kind of know, whoa, my audience kind of liked this, or this was a good, interesting topic. How can I keep this topic going? And you take note of those, right? Oh, when did I have the drop in numbers, right? What was I talking about? What was I doing? Oh, when I was playing this game, when I was just idle trying to download a game or just staying still, or hey, I wasn't actually chatting and I got a drop in viewership. You make note of that so you know, okay, cool. I know that when I'm now in a loading screen, I should maybe switch to me just talking while that game loads and not just have the game on screen. So this is going to, again, allow you to measure and to improve stream to stream. So that way you start to begin and get polished in your content creation, right? Now, next, what you need to do, and this is so important because we're talking about creating content and promoting your content, right? So what are the things that you want to be able to do? So you want to now take a look at the clips and go through your stream and mark down timestamps, right? So you're looking through your stream, whether it was 1 hour, 30 minutes, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever the case is. You're going to skim through your stream and you're going to mark the timestamp down for any 15, 30, or 60-second clips that you're going to be able to pull later for you to be able to go ahead and either put that on social media or anything of that sort. And you want to look for clips that really showcase your personality or highlight moments of your stream that create some kind of excitement, whether that be a moment in a game, whether that be you telling a story. You want to make sure you're looking for those kind of clips so that way people in your community outside on social media can start to connect with you, right? Then tip number 6, I think this is tip number 6, okay, if you're doing what you need to do before you go live, okay, and you're focusing on making content when you go live, then you should be able to grab footage with no issue, right? So if you missed that live stream where I talked about these things, where I talked about what you should do before you go live, and I talked about content creation, how you should be creating your content, what you should be doing in your live stream, and what you should do on social media to be able to grow, you want to check out live stream day 2 and live stream day 4. Those are the topics where I talk about that, and I always release these gems in the beginning of the video, allowing you to be able to enjoy that content and get those tips right there without having to skim through. But of course, there's always gems throughout the live stream, so make sure you check those out as well. Then after you've done that, okay, you want to make sure that you schedule a time within the next 24 hours for you to be able to go ahead and edit those clips that you timestamped for that stream. It's very important that you get consistent in doing this, right? Because otherwise you're going to build up a super backlog of multiple streams and you're not going to be able to remember what it is that you're doing. This is why I say you should timestamp it once you get done. This is a step you do once you finish a live stream because things are fresh in your mind. Oh, cool, I know I talked about that topic, or hey, I know that conversation was really good when I was having that conversation. So you want to take a look at that, and you want to be able to do this as soon as possible. If you make this a consistent thing where after 24 hours, you go ahead and make sure that you schedule time to be able to go ahead and edit those clips, you're always going to have content to be able to put out, and you're always never going to lose out the opportunity of posting content from streams you have already done, right? So after you've done that and you sat down and scheduled that time, and you want to make sure that you try to aim to edit at least 3 to 4 clips during a sitting, okay? So these are, once again, 15, 30, 60-second clips that should take you no time to be able to edit. At the start, when you're just getting started, it may be a little harder to be able to do it, but consistency is what's going to improve you, and then you'll get to the point where you can edit 3 or 4 in one sitting to be able to give you more pieces of content to be able to go ahead and post, right? The more content you can post around your stream, around your personality, around who you are, the faster you're going to be able to grow your brand. Then you want to go ahead and decide, and this is tip number 7, you want to go ahead and decide what your next live stream is going to be about. This is super important, right? What game are you going to be playing, right? Are you going to be doing any kind of collaboration, any kind of special events? Are there any games that are launching that you can build upon, right? You want to take a look at that, and you want to make note of that, right? Because you don't want to come into your live stream the day of, an hour before, 15 minutes before, without a game plan, right? It's so important for you to be able to get established, right? Like I knew today is June 28th, and I know that the Overwatch 2 beta is coming out, right? I don't play Overwatch. Never played Overwatch in my life, but I wanted to go ahead and experience. So I made sure before, when I was prepping my stream last week, that I made sure that the game was downloaded, make sure that every update was set up, make sure that I had everything that I needed to be able to go ahead and push live and be ready to go. So you definitely want to go ahead and make sure that once you've established what your next topic is going to be, this is tip number 8, you want to make sure that you catch up on social media, okay, on any comments, and you spend time engaging with your community for 5 to 10 minutes. This is so important, especially if you're building a Discord community. If you have messages that are sent to you on your videos or on social media, make sure that you're engaging with these people. And if you don't have a community right now, you don't have a community to engage with, then you need to spend time on social media building those accounts. And what I mean by building those accounts, you want to spend, let's say, for example, most of my audience is on Instagram, right? Even though they're on TikTok as well. But for the most part, Instagram is where a bulk of my audience is at. So if I didn't have an audience, what I would actually do is that I would spend 5 to 10 minutes. I would go to social media. I would go ahead and look at the hashtag of the game that I play, look at the things that I enjoy, whether that be fitness, whether that be, basketball, whether that be faith. I will look at those hashtags and I would start to engage with those accounts in those different realms, right? Why? Because again, remember, we're not just trying to promote our gaming. We're trying to promote who we are as a personality. You're trying to build a brand here. So you want to take a look at how can I go ahead and reach out and connect with people that share the same interest as me. And maybe they may not enjoy gaming, but they might enjoy fitness, they might enjoy playing basketball, they might enjoy faith, they might enjoy family, and that might be the reason why they come and tune into my stream, to just be able to connect with me and to see who I am as a person. So you want to make sure you're doing that every single time. Then here, lastly, okay, and this is my last final tip here, is that once you finish your live stream and you finish doing all those post things that I just mentioned to be able to do, go ahead and power everything down. Shut down your computer, shut everything down, turn off your phone, and, you know, don't try to be a hero. Don't try to just grind it out and say, you know, I got to do this, I got to go all in and get it done before. You really want to go ahead and unwind. This is a great opportunity for you to be able to shut down, because you want to avoid burnout as much as possible. And if you burn out, you're really going to lose a lot of momentum, and that's what you don't want. You also don't want to exhort the creative flow. You just were live streaming for 2 to 3 hours, using a lot of creativity, using a lot of energy to be able to go ahead and like talk to people and engage and be entertaining. And then you spend time afterwards doing post-production, reviewing content, right? Using your mind to be able to establish, what's my game plan? How did I do today? Let me engage in my community. So you want to unwind. Don't try to pull all-nighters. Take some time for yourself, whether that be just stepping outside the room, going out and spending time with family. For me, once 6 o'clock hits and I'm done doing my post stream, and once you get good at this and you do it more and more often, you're only going to need 30 minutes or so to be able to do what I just mentioned, all those 9 tips after your stream, to be able to like get into that flow, right? And typically what I like to do is that I block out time on my calendar, which I put from 3 o'clock all the way to 6 o'clock, right? But my stream doesn't start until 3:30 and it ends at 5:30. Why? Because from 3 to 3:30, I'm doing a lot of the prepping, right? And if you want to know about the prepping, that's, again, you want to take a look at day 3, to be able to understand what it is that you should do when you're prepping your live stream. And if you're a member of the Curry Nation, which means you're subscribed to the YouTube channel, in the community tab, I've posted the list of all the things you should do before stream, and I'm going to also post the things you should do after stream, after the stream here today, so you'll get access to that as well. And then when I finish my stream at 5:30, from 5:30 to 6, I'm pretty much going ahead and doing what I just mentioned today. And then from 6 to 8, I'm really much spending time with Shauna. We're having dinner, we're watching a movie, we're going outside, we're going on a bike ride. It's just a time for me to be able to go ahead and unwind and reset my mind for the new day, to allow my creative juices to be able to flow. So those are the kind of things that you should be doing when it comes to what you should do post stream when you begin your actual journey. So you want to make sure that you're taking a look at that.